still on the same subject. I'm not sure I understood completely what was presented, but if I understood correctly, basically it takes a long time from the beep to the actual braking, because there is the reaction time and then there is the latency. So what we say, it's a couple of seconds before it actually starts really braking. So at the normal speed, if you have a biker on your right hand side, you have killed it even if the thing is beeping. So I mean, from your data, unfortunately, you cannot really give us any statistics in terms of, but what I found even more interesting is that your calculations, if I understood correctly, are based on the fact that being the driver annoyed by the system, not actually using it well, but being annoyed by the beeping, they started driving better.
Yeah, it's true.
So couldn't you actually achieve that by teaching the driver to drive better, by actually going through the through the bus lane by route, spot by spot, and understanding which is the maximum speed that each bus needs to keep at that specific location, and then having actually a $700 or a $300 technologies just to check that the driver is actually respecting that speed limit, even enforcing it, because this would actually save crashes. The other save, as you say, near misses, by basically disturbing the people who in fact are not very happy with the system. Maybe I'm completely misinterpreting the results. I don't know. I mean, from what I understood this.
Jerry, would you go?
Sure. Yeah. The drivers were I think they have a lot of different things beeping at them. They have doors. They have fare boxes. This is added to the cacophony of all that. But I think, and that's my personal perception. I mean, it was that they drove in a manner that was more conservative, what we don't know a lot. We didn't really get to observe very much. A lot of the questions that you asked are ones that we one of the reasons we're doing another test. We're going to do it for a year, and we're going to try to. Our objective is to get a couple million miles under our belt and see what happens, and survey the drivers again, and see what their attitude is. The end result, hopefully, is going to be, well, first of all, who's at risk on this? The drivers are at risk as well, because they're the ones who are getting injured as well in many of these collisions. And if they're not injured, the attitude among most transit agencies is when a driver gets into an accident is they're guilty until proven innocent. First thing that happens is the driver is hauled off under supervision for drug and alcohol testing, and they're probably not allowed back in the driver's seat until they're cleared. So that means they're losing money. So there is a benefit to the driver in all this if we can get more safety out of it. The other thing, the driver doesn't have eyes in the back of their head. There are blind spots on these buses, and that's part of it's part of bad design on the part of the bus. Maybe those could be cured, but this gives the driver some vision on parts of the bus where people frequently get caught under the rear wheels, and that's one of the most tragic things. They're turning, people are not paying attention, they walk into the bus, get caught under the rear wheels. So a lot of what you're asking, I think is we don't know the answers yet. We need to really look at it. The preliminary case gave us an indication that there was a benefit. Yeah, there's an annoyance to the driver. I hope I answered your question.